Have you ever wondered if owning a C8 Corvette is really worth it, man? Not just the price tag, but you know, the lifestyle, the responsibility, and all the crazy looks you might get at a stoplight, man. So let's be honest. You know, the Corvette isn't just a car. You know, it's a statement piece, man. And I want to break down, you know, have a conversation about the cost to own one, the mindset, the money, and literally the meaning and the feeling behind owning one of these cars. And I'm not just speaking, you know, as some random guy sitting at a dealership, man, in front of some cars I've never driven or owned. I'm speaking as a veteran, as a family man, and as someone who's turned my passion into purpose. So stick with me, man. This is not a flex video, nothing crazy like that, man. This is a freedom video, man, about how this car and these type of cars, man, can make us become free, you know, as Americans and as men and as people, as women too, you know. I want to talk about what it's really like, you know, to own America's supercar, man. Let's get it. But let's talk about the moment that separates dreamers from doers. And let's be honest, it's the price. You know, a base 1LT starts around 70,000, and let's be real, most of us, you know, spec our cars, you know, well beyond, you know, the base, usually around 85 to 100,000 on average. And if you go for the Z51 or add the mag ride or some other performance tweaks, you're looking at 110 right out the gate very easily. And if you want the new Z06, you know, come on, man. I know they're not selling right now, man, but you're gonna pay another 20 to 50,000, you know, to get to that Z06 level. And let's not even talk about the ZR1 and the other stuff that's coming down the road. Those are some crazy numbers right now. Right now, 300,000 easy. But here's where it gets interesting. I know people are saying the C8 is losing value because all these new models coming out, but a lot of them are actually holding their value, especially the limited color ones, the ones with low miles, and the ones with your higher trim level. So yeah, it's a high price to pay, you know, but it's also one of the smartest buys in the modern sports car world that you could get. For performance wise and price wise, one of the best compared to your European crazy, you know, hypercars and all of that, right? So the monthly breakdown is something that people generally, you know, are curious about. You know, so for most C8s, let's just say, you know, that $90,000 C8 that you're buying, you know, your car payments might be around $1,400 to $1,600 depending on your particular financing situation, interest rates. Insurance might be another $200 to $400 a month depending on your record. You know, and gas, let's just say $250 a month for me. And you're getting that premium gas, and obviously that depends on how much you drive. The average oil change on a C8 is around $250. And if you need some more tires, that's probably another $2,000. And brakes, you know, that could easily be another $3,000 depending on your particular situation. I have the Z51 pack, so that's definitely the range that I'm possibly looking at, you know, for some new brakes. Now, this is a reliable, efficient, supercar feeling car without the supercar stress. You gotta be careful when you say supercar and Corvette, because people get mad, people get nervous and all of that. So I'm not even gonna have that conversation right now. But for most people would say a Corvette or any type of car is an expense and not an investment. You know, but for me, you know, it's been literally like, let's just say a brand builder, because this car has opened up doors, and it's been in my business videos, man, and it's helped me open doors for some of my motivational speaking events, and it's helped me build relationships, man, just from starting the conversation out about the car at the gas station. And as a veteran entrepreneur, man, I've learned that your tools of inspiration often become your tools of income. And the Corvette is that tool for me. It's not just transportation, it's literally been a transformation because it's allowed me to use it with purpose. And it has paid me back way beyond any calculator's measurement, because it's not about the money, man. It's literally about the passion that I have for cars, man. And there's something special, something sacred about when you get in that cockpit, man, and put that seatbelt on, and you hear that LT2 roar like a lion, man. It just gives you goosebumps, man. And it's the sound of freedom, man. You've earned this sound, man. And after 20 years in the Navy, man, you know, I don't take, you know, peace for granted. I don't take peace of mind for granted. I don't take anything for granted, man. Every time I drive, man, it reminds me of a storm that I went through on a few of my Navy ships, man, a few hurricanes, but I made it through. You know what I'm saying? And I feel free, and that freedom, you know, makes me feel alive, man. And the car doesn't replace anything that I've gone through, you know what I'm saying? But this car just gives me that feeling of freedom that I desire to have, you know. And when you see us out here in these cars, man, it's not about anybody showing off, man. It's not a flex. It's literally a moment of freedom for a lot of us. That's just my humble opinion, but you know, the C8 Corvette does require maintenance like any other car. Not Ferrari level type maintenance or anything, but I would recommend finding a trusted shop. For me, you know, I ordered my car and took delivery of my car at Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary, North Carolina. And shout out to Milos and Trevor, man, and Brandon and everybody over in the service department, man. They do a great job. But wherever you live at, you want to find a place that cares about your car and that cares about you, because it's more than just a car to me. You know, this is where I get a lot of relief. This is where I feel free. This is where I feel a lot of peace that I don't feel throughout the day in a lot of other places, man. So I need the person working on my car to care about my car as much as I care about those moments of freedom and those moments of silence, you know, solitude that I need. So find you a shop that has those same type of feelings, man, about their mechanical work. Now, something that a lot of people don't talk about that I want to share is relationships, man. And I've been able to form relationships with like our local DA, you know, the sheriff and state troopers and county commissioners and local business owners. And what I found out is that those relationships open up channels of respect. And you want respect to go both ways, man. And you want law enforcement and the community to understand that these aren't a bunch of crazy guys out here just driving fast. These are some passionate guys that care about safety and care about the community. And all of our goals are to go out, be passionate, have fun, and to make it back home safe and sound. So I want people to know it's not just a bunch of horsepower you're hearing that you're seeing. It's not about horsepower. It's about the human behind the horsepower. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need that respect to go both ways with the car owners and with the community law enforcement included. So here's my verdict, man. Owning a C8, you know, is definitely not about the money, man. It's about a mindset. If you're disciplined, if you're humble, and if you're driven, it can be one of the most rewarding experiences you can have, man. But if you're chasing attention and ego, that's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? This car rewards passion, not ego. This car rewards purpose, you know, not, you know, people that think they're better than other people. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't do that. It doesn't serve anyone well when you're thinking you're better than somebody based on a car that you drive, man. You know, and for me, it's a reflection of freedom, a reflection of gratitude that I have for the country that I live in, my neighbors, man, my family, man, people that have done things and made sacrifices before me. It's a reflection of all those people, man. And growing up poor, first house we lived in, you know, we had an outhouse, didn't even have a bathroom. And to be here now, just passionately talking about cars, man, it's a lesson. And I thank God for being where I am today. And that's the end of the video.